I ain't worried about it right now. Keeping dreams alive. 1999 heroes. I ain't worried about it right now. Cool. Thanks for doing that with me.
I ain't worried about it.
And that's right. We ain't worried about it.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's one of the things we're going to be doing when we do these interviews is just making it a little fun, incorporating some song, dance, music. Now, how we do that is always going to be interesting and depending on the guest. And anyways, we thought that'd be a fun way to introduce Dan Kreft. So, Dan Kreft is a lot of things to me and probably something to a lot of our viewers. But yeah, Dan and I go pretty far back. He is one of my, I'd say one of my best friends. And
we're saying all around special person.
Yeah, all around special person.
Sure.
Some know our story and how far back it goes, and some don't. But the purpose of today, and thank you for being pretty much my first just impromptu guest. There's really not a lot of structure to this. We're just going to make it light and breezy. Just a short little intro into who you are. Just like give a little bit of, who you are personally. For those that don't know you a little bit. And then I want to get more into capturing your business, what you started at the tail end of last year, and how, what your passions are and who you serve and what you're doing in life these days. So
how much time do you have? Because that could be...
Yeah, I mean, we could go on and on, but just trying to capture like a short video today to...
Okay.
Yeah, so just a little bit about yourself so people know. Yeah.
I love to be of service and help other people to help themselves, whatever capacity that is. I've worked for several nonprofits before as an employment specialist, professionally, but also personally. I love to travel, experience new people and new things, always trying something different and experimenting with things, which I wasn't always like that as a kid growing up. I was homesick a lot. I had a lot of social anxiety and criticizing myself, who I should be, what I should do, and I avoided risk pretty much at all costs. And I'm trying to remedy that and do maybe not a total 180, but really just focus on not getting in my own way, not setting up barriers that I can't overcome, and just really believing more in myself and my skills. So personally, I'd love to continue to work remotely and travel if I could, but also professionally, I have a lot going on. Going on right now.
Thank you for sharing that. I like that you talked a little bit about how it was growing up and how hard you were on yourself. I feel like a lot of us can relate to that. I think that's a common human experience for most of us, and also probably like a lifelong challenge and goal for us to tackle that. And when any thoughts that aren't serving us well or helping us move forward in whatever aspect of our lives, just being mindful and aware of it so we can be more positive with ourselves and each other for sure. So thank you for sharing that.
Of course, and I will add that I wasn't very good to myself in a lot of aspects of my life, and I'm still learning and a work in progress, as you would say. And I think being with you and our marriage, our partnership, our relationship has really just helped me to look deeper into myself from a wellness standpoint, a well-being standpoint, having those reminders to take better care of myself, to do the little things every day that are going to make me feel better, mind, body, spirit. And that's really been a lesson that you've taught me so well, and that I will definitely continue to help others with as well. So I appreciate you.
Love
Thank
it.
you for that.
Yep. So before we get into a little bit more, because we're at like 4.5 minutes right now.
Okay.
Before we talk about, what you're doing professionally and how you're helping people in that way, just give me, if you can think of, what's one of your go-to wellness actions on a daily basis that really helps ground you, or if you're stressed out, overwhelmed, whatever it is that maybe is not, an ideal state of mind or feeling, like what helps get you out of that, something simple that you enjoy doing every day?
Well, there's 3 things that I do. One thing is probably not the best coping mechanism, which is escaping into the television and entertainment. I utilize that as a tool to steady myself, ground myself, and kind of space out. But I think the
But you don't
other,
really do that like at the start of your day, right?
not really at the start. I guess, okay, if you want to talk about the start of the day, I think the two things that I normally do are the daily readings that
Nice.
we've been doing for years and years and years. A couple books, don't really have to mention them, but basically just daily readings, 365, and you're getting the motivation, inspiration to take into the day, and that's super helpful and super motivating. I also like to stretch a little bit. I have chronic back pain, and from anxiety, stress, tension, whatever, I carry that pain with me. So I think just getting out of bed and maybe giving it 10 to 15 minutes of stretching through the day, actually in the morning, first and foremost, helps me to get my day started, get the blood flowing, just really put my mind in a place where it needs to be for the day.
Awesome. And yeah, I feel like it's okay to watch a little TV at the end of the day. I think just,
We love it.
for
Oh,
anyone, it's just like the amount of it and like what you're consuming. Like, we've talked about it before. Like, what is it you're watching at the end of the night, and how is that going to affect the way you sleep, or how does that get into your psyche? But
yeah.
let's dive into the professional side of your life. And really, I mean, you can talk about, all your contract and side gigs, but I'd love to learn a little bit more about Do Good Grants Co. that you started tail end of last year,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah. Well, I had been considering and kind of dabbling into grant consulting and grant writing for nonprofits and small businesses. So that's the new thing. And Do Good Grants Co. kind of came about from me partnering with a buddy of mine, Evan, who I worked with at NAMI San Diego. So we worked together, and he had just left the county of San Diego, and he was looking to start his own grant consultancy. Needed some help, needed some support in late 2024, and I was just like, sign me up. This sounds like really, really interesting. Taking my proposal writing background and also my content marketing, content writing background, my love for nonprofits, and kind of like marrying those together
Mm-hmm.
and going after funding for great causes that I care about. So we focused mostly on mental health and homelessness here in San Diego. So that was my start with matching grants to local nonprofits and outlining and drafting some proposals for those organizations. So I really feel like the research part is a very, very cool aspect to what I do. And then also doing my networking and reaching out and hearing people's stories about their organizations and the people that they've helped and impacted. Super, super cool, super, super motivating. It just lights me up, and I just want to do more of it every single day.
Well, it's awesome. I mean, it sounds like you're really incorporating your passions and keeping things interesting with the different people that you talk to. You get to know about them, their business or the company, nonprofit that they work for.
Yeah.
And it's nice just to have that variety of people and skills and other missions and passions that you're helping them make their mission a reality. Really, it sounds
Well,
like.
like I said at the beginning, helping people to help themselves in
Yeah.
any way, shape, or form. That's what I'm about. And I think I knew I needed kind of a niche and figure out what I was good at and get better at it. And I feel like grant consulting, writing, helping those that help other people are just really where it's at. So I'm growing and learning every day.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing. I definitely love being surrounded by people that have that heart for service and, like to help themselves, help other people, and just make this world a better place because we can always use more of that, I feel like. So thank you, Dan. Thank you for sharing about yourself and Do Good Grants Co. And yeah, I'll link in your LinkedIn profile so people can reach you and
Cool.
connect
Thank
with
you.
you. And yeah, more of this to come. Thank you all for watching and supporting who we are and what we do. Have a good day. Bye.